Sir is MBBS MD, Yoga and Rehabilitation. He is actually native of Bijapur. I was searching for a resource person. I was searching. Finally, the first day was conducted by S. Vyasa, the second day by Ayush, third day by our demands. The director had come. The fourth day was an industrial visit, and fifth day is our Dr. Sashikant. He is a very busy person. Yes, here is I am well. What we are doing, being well is doing well. The similar manner is I am well. That concept he has. Whatever medicines we take, those medicines are very dangerous for our health. But what the medicine, he being an MBBS doctor, they approach a different concept of conventional plus other methods of using the medicine. Or for example, our sugar. Sugar cannot be removed once for all. It can be made by reversal process. Slowly and steadily we can make it reverse. So that concept, he is a very busy person. He does not come to like colleges or this thing. He trains the corporate. Software engineers and other corporate, he is very busy with that. We are very proud to have him at AMC campus. Thank you. Welcome you once again.
I can start, sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೊಂದು ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಟೀಚರ್ಸು, ಸೋಲ್ಜರ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್, 3 ಜನ, 3 people have a greatest contentment in their life of teaching. How many of you have contentment of teaching? How many of you have contentment of teaching? So we stick on to that because of the contentment, more of contentment, less of the commerce part what we get out of it. So I love teaching because when I see patients, I'll see one patient at a time, 1-to-1. But when I see a larger audience, I'll connect with them one to many. So that was my concept of reaching many people at once. So I'll just give you introductory, maybe some 10 minutes I'll take it. I know that you already post lunch session, you'll be sleepy. So we'll be doing some therapy where you will be sleeping off. So rather than making your cognitive part work more, so there is a digestive part is working more blood circulation is here, so less is here. So I'll make you sleep off with some relaxation technique. Okay, I'll start off with saying Indian healthcare scenario is totally different at this particular stage of life, our life. And you also know that in your school, in your teaching phenomena, you know that the teacher-student relationship has changed or changing. You agree with that? What it used to be 10-15 years before, where we used to, still now I remember my teacher, some Hugar sir or somebody, I clearly imagine those teachers, whenever they come in front of us, anytime, anywhere in the life, we'll appreciate them as our teachers. But nowadays everything is changing. So in that changing scenario, we need to stick on to something which is there with our heritage. If we lose our heritage, and it will be like we are like a just West. So there is a huge difference between the mindset and the thinking process of a Eastern people, especially Asian country, India and China, and Western countries. There is huge difference. But we are blindly aping or adopting the Western culture just like that without knowing what it is. So in that concept, I share some of the concept where healthcare scenario is also similar. In healthcare scenario, 75% of healthcare is privatized. So when it is privatized, everybody focuses on commerce, money. So 72% of rural population, 79% of urban population wants allopathy. So there are around 7,78,000 Ayush doctors. Ayush means Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. All these 7,78,000 people, out of this, because of the statistics I told, 72%, 79%, majority of the doctors, even though they are from Ayush department, they are practicing allopathy. Wherever you see clinic nearby, just they notice that they'll be well dressed, they'll be very nice, and they'll be written their names as so and so doctor with family doctor registration number. that registration number is not KMC. It's not Karnataka medical registration number. It is a Ayush registration number. So they'll never tell you that, but their practice will be purely allopathy. Have you noticed this? So there is a huge scenario. There is a gap between the treatments. So some people, we are diverting. You see in advertisement, you see somebody is taking, I take this Ayurveda medicines, I felt better, I stopped all the medicines. So that is wrong. If you stop epilepsy medicines, patient can die. So there is a scientifically validated, if you want to solve this problem, somewhere we have to start. So I started with the integrative concept where you bridge the conventional medical allopathy doctors and you bridge the Ayurveda or other system of medicine together with the evidence base. That is my theme and concept. So coming back to our need, why you are talking all other statistics, our need is, WHO statement says that there are 41 million people die every year because of the diseases which can be prevented. So those are called as NCDs, non-communicable diseases. Am I audible at last? Non-communicable diseases. So amongst these non-communicable diseases, we have seen in Karnataka, one of our actor died early, Punit Rajkumar, we have seen the example. So that made me to speak up more about these 4 categories of diseases. NCDs, non-communicable disease. First category is cardiovascular. Cardiomyopathies, hypertension, myocardial infarction, heart attack and all these things are the first category of early premature death. Second category is cancer. Third category is COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, all the diseases related to lungs, bronchitis, asthma and all those. Emphysema, bronchitis, asthma. Fourth one is diabetes. So diabetes has a significant statistical history, and India is the capital of diabetes because we eat, genetically our genes have certain genetic factor called as FF, which is similar to the polar bear. We eat something, body wants to store it. So big American tummy and big Indian tummy will get diabetes faster than the American tummy. So with this idea, I come to a conclusion that I take up certain aspects of psychology, certain aspect of relaxation technique, certain aspects of disease control technique, certain aspects of disease reversal technique in a one platform, rather than making patients run around to a different dietitian, nutritionist, psychologist. I don't want. I will only manage ourselves in-house with evidence base. So with these statistics, I want to start something like 70% of primary physicians' visits are related to stress. 70%. So stress has a significant statistical data and information that it is very significant part of our day-to-day life, and we know that stress is there, but we do not know how to manage it. So just now we had lunch, so I'll teach you a relaxation technique, then we'll talk about other things. Okay. So relaxation technique also, I use a relaxation technique designed by Dr. Jacobson, who was a Canadian physician very much interested in yoga. So he has taken up and he has removed all the, in India it is not worthwhile. So it will be processed outside, and when it comes back to India, we'll pay more. We'll only pay more. So I do that. So in India, if I say yoga nidra kind of technique, nobody will accept. So I'll refine it. Okay, medical yoga I'll say. Medical yoga is no religious aspect in that. It's only yoga part, and that too medically trained. So whatever you need medically, I refine it and I'll give it to you. So in that context, Jacobson's, he has worked on different relaxation technique, and he designed a biorhythm. Body's relaxation, when you contract the muscles and relax, body can go for extended relaxation if you are training it consciously. So your subconscious also follows, and internal organs also will get relaxed. So this is a concept. There are 3,900 plus research articles on this. Blood pressure, it will be helpful. Neck pain, it will be helpful. Back pain, it will be helpful. Chronic migraine, it will be helpful, and all those. So name of the technique is Jacobson's Progressive Muscular Relaxation Technique. Are you okay to practice? So because we are in post-lunch session, I don't want to make a lot of cognitive things. So chair is good. Come to the edge of the chair and you can relax like this. If you are not many people, you can take another chair and keep it in front. Take 2 chairs and keep it in front. So audio, I'm recording the content where you will get all of my content with clear voice. I'm recording, so you can share it with your friends later. Right.
First session when we are relaxing.
First. Yeah, because it is more sessions I conduct when I feel, rather than me telling you all of things what I know, I want, when I see them, I'll say, okay, Sakappan in the lecture. And I want to make them relax first. Okay. So, sleep is the only part of our relaxation where we surrender our conscious mind to the nature and the nature comes in. You agree with this? Sleep is the only part, consciously you relax and surrender your consciousness to the nature. If you make this aspect a little bit to a deeper perspective without a sleep, then it will become kind of a yoga nidra or a semi-conscious state. You reach the deeper part of the conscious mind and superficial part of the subconscious mind. We call it as a hypnagogic state. Psychologically, it is called as hypnagogic state, yogic state or turiya state, whatever you can call. But I correlate all these things. When you are experiencing, you will see the difference. So, technique is very simple. 5 seconds muscles contraction followed by 5 seconds muscles relaxation. There is no visualization, om, chanting, guru, nothing, no mantra, nothing, absolutely nothing. It's only biorhythm of the body and you focus your all attention to that group of muscle and when you tie it for 5 seconds and then let go for 5 seconds, feel the changes. So, body will go to a phase of biorhythm change where certain group of muscles will be relaxed and it will relax all the parts of your body. Okay, that is the concept. You are only going to look at me, follow this and once you come to the toes, then you can close your eyes and see the difference. Okay, get ready for Jacobson's progressive muscular relaxation technique. Keep your eyes open. Open mind, open heart, non-judgmental. Make a fist of your hand as tight as you can. Full tight, all the forearm muscles are tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax and let go. Slowly relax, bring your hands back. Don't close your eyes yet. Okay, 5 seconds muscles contract ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, 5 seconds muscles relax ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. 13 parts, one part ನಾವು forearm ಇಂದ start ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Next biceps and triceps ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ. Make your hands tight as you can. Full biceps tight, triceps tight, full tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ಬಿಡಿ. Let go, relax. Feel the letting go phenomena. Feel the duality of contraction followed by relaxation. Elbow straight, third one. Raise your shoulders up, bring it towards your ears. Hold it tight, shoulder muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax and let go. Feel the relaxation because you are writing more on the board, maybe. Your trapezius tightness will be more. Okay, next, forehead muscles. Raise your eyebrows up. Raise your eyebrows up, hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly relax. Now you are setting into a wave of relaxation very slowly and gently. Focus your awareness on your eyeballs. Close your eyeballs, squeeze your eyeballs as tight as you can. Hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax and let go. Very slowly and gently focusing your awareness on your jaw. Making your jaw wide open. Feel the temporomandibular joint. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Relax. Very slowly and gently focus your awareness on the mouth muscles. Make your mouth in the form of O. Stretch your mouth, make your mouth in the form of O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Very slowly and gently shift your awareness towards the tongue. Roll your tongue inside of your mouth, upwards, and hold the tongue tight for about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Relax very slowly. Open your eyes, keep your eyes open. Now you are working on the neck muscles. Either you pull the neck muscles or stretch it backwards. Extend your head so that you can stretch your neck muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Relax. Don't be in a hurry. Let us do it slowly. Now focus on your chest part. In the chest we are focusing on breathing in, holding your breath for 5 seconds and then letting go. When you do this holding, you feel the contraction, tension feeling. When you feel the letting go, you feel the letting go phenomena and relaxation. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Exhale. Very slowly and gently. Focus your awareness on your abdomen. Both hands, keep it on your abdomen. Press your abdominal muscles as tight as you can. Hold it tight. Full tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. Now, very slowly and gently focusing your awareness on the hips and the thighs. When you're sitting, squeeze your hips, hold your thigh muscles tight in a sitting posture. Squeeze your hip muscles and hold the quadriceps tight. Okay, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. Very slowly and gently below knee. Make your legs in this form. Point your toes downwards. Calf muscles you are going to tighten. Tighten your calf muscles. Point your toes downwards. Hold it tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. You have done the conscious part. Now you keep your eyes closed. Focus your all attention on the toes. Complete attention. Focus on your toes. From the eye of the mind, with your closed eyes, focus on your toes. Say at the back of your mind that my toes are relaxed. Very slowly and gently, the wave of relaxation is moving upwards. Your calf muscles, your kneecap are relaxed. Very slowly, the wave of relaxation is moving upwards. Your quadriceps, your thigh muscles, your hips are relaxed. You're able to feel the wave of relaxation slowly moving upwards. Focus your awareness on your abdomen. Just now we had food. Food is there in the stomach. The blood circulation is more around the stomach for focusing for digestion. Focus your awareness on all the internal organs and feel at the back of your mind that let my intestinal organs, let my stomach, pancreas, liver, spleen, other internal organs are relaxed. In this case, relaxation means good blood supply to the internal organs where it can focus on digestion and repair. Very slowly and gently, the wave of relaxation is moving upwards towards chest and back. Feel that my upper back, middle back, lower back is deeply relaxed. The beautiful coordination between the lungs and the heart. Similarly, you coordinate amongst each other as a team, as a teachers, as a college. How beautifully we breathe in and this oxygen is taken and processed in the lungs in exchange of high energy, low energy. Body will exchange, body will get oxygen and let out carbon dioxide. And when we breathe in, we take oxygen in. When we breathe out, we let the carbon dioxide out. This is a silent marvel of the nature or God where it works so silently. If you have to do such an instrument, it will make a lot of noise. And now you cannot hear the noise, but you can perceive the coordination between lungs and heart. Your all internal organs are deeply relaxed. You are into a phase of relaxation called as the relaxation response, where there is a release of endothelial nitric oxide, which will cause redistribution of body fluid, more blood to the central part, less blood to the arms, legs. So you feel more relaxed. Very slowly, this wave of relaxation is moving upwards towards neck, towards face. All the facial muscles are relaxed. Your head and neck, all the facial muscles, your head muscles, neck muscles are deeply relaxed. From the tip of your toes to the head, all the skeletal muscles are into a deeper relaxation awareness. You are not distracted by any sound whatsoever. You are completely focused on your inner journey of scanning. At this juncture, based on your problems, if say somebody is hypertensive, you focus your awareness on the blood vessels and tell it to yourself that my chemoreceptors, baroreceptors of the blood are balancing, my blood pressure will be balanced. If you are diabetic, focus your awareness on the pancreas, Medojirakanga. Tell to yourself that my insulin resistance is reducing, my insulin sensitivity is increasing, my blood sugar is balancing. If you are having migraine, headache issues, focus your awareness on the head. Do the statement that by doing this practice of deep relaxation, I am redistributing my body fluid, less blood to the head, neck, and more to the center parts. My headache would be reduced. Neck pain, back pain. Similarly, you can put your awareness on the neck. Tell it to yourself at the back of your mind that my neck muscles are deeply relaxed at this juncture. My back muscles are deeply relaxed at this juncture, and I can maintain this calmness or coping skills of what I am learning today. Whenever I need it, I do it rather than popping a pill. In spite of that, if I am not able to manage it, then I will go to the doctor. With this awareness, you are relaxing your entire body completely, deeply, totally. Very slowly and gently, you are coming back to your body consciousness. You are getting alert and awake from the back of your mind, very slowly and gently. Very good, you are doing well. Make me aware that you are coming back to your consciousness by taking one deep breath in. Exhale completely. One more deep breath in. Exhale completely. Very slowly, you can move your fingertips, move your toes. You can rub your hands towards each other. Massage onto your forehead, cheek, chin, front of your ear, back of your ear, neck muscles. Very slowly and gently open your eyes with few blinks to the new world of relaxed awareness. You are the only one who responded from the subconscious mind by snoring once, twice.
Yeah. But I was very conscious.
Yeah.
I was very conscious.
Yeah. Good. So you want to share your experience? You can share, or you want to ask any questions? You can ask. Because I don't want to hold you for longer times.
Totally relaxed, and your instructions were taken subconscious.
Yes.
Did you
Thank you.
hypnotize us?
No, I did not hypnotize. I consciously use the hypnagogic state where consciously when I'm making your mind focus on somewhere else, your mind is diverted. So that part is called as thought dissociation technique. I am dissociating your thought to a neutral point is muscles. When you're tightening the muscles, you know that muscles are tightened. When you're relaxing, you know the muscles are relaxed. So conscious mind do not have much work. Yeah, aste lapa idu contraction ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ relaxation ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So it will take it like that. Then I go to the next part. Then I go to the next part. So when body is responding to the signals, when command is there, when you are only cooperating your body to respond to it, then it goes to a phase which is already used to. We are already used to a phase of sleep. It goes to the deeper aspect of conscious mind, and there is a window between the conscious mind and subconscious mind called as hypnagogic state. This is where all the sankalpa works. This is where all the tasvees work. This is where all the rosaries work. This is where all the japas work. Unless we do it with the conscious awareness, it will be just a mechanical ritual. Otherwise, there will not be spiritual progress. So we have to unlock that potential part of the subconscious mind. That's what we say. All the religious aspect I take out, I'll add up the qualities of religion. They'll say kindness, compassion, love your neighbor, all those things. So it is a spiritual qualities are different and religion is different. Religion wants you to get a spiritual quality where you will unlock your potentials of your inner consciousness. If I say somebody is enlightened, one person's enlightenment will be totally different because our body mind complex is different, our zygote is different, our vata pitta kapha prakriti is different. So for your body, for your innate DNA molecule, best potential outlook of your DNA, your own DNA would be your enlightenment. So enlightenment cannot be common. So some Buddha is enlightened, will not become Buddha. We look like Buddha by following that, will not be that. So each person's individual as per our finger. Some impressions are different for each individual. God has made all this different. So each individual experience of spirituality will be totally different. So that is my basic point. I combine psychology, I combine spiritual practices and medical practices together. So if you want to make it as more interactive, you don't mind asking personal questions like I have headache, what I should do, you can ask. So let it be more interactive rather than what I prepared and come. Especially Indians, we have a lot of abdominal weight and thigh related, so we can hide it very well. So, especially ladies, post-delivery fat will be stubborn fat which will not go. So those are the basic, processes for changing the metabolic rate. Metabolic rate is changed, your insulin sensitivity will change, your fat concentration will change, your glucose, content will change, and it will lead to certain diseases like metabolic syndrome or PCOD or irregular periods and all the sleep related issues and all. So this is an indication that when the disease is starting, you are starting to work, is better. Or even if disease has started, take your medicines, whatever you are taking. We are not against the medical medicines what you are taking. We are against the polypharmacy. Polypharmacy is the nexus between the doctor, the insurance company. There is a commercial hospital. There is a small hospital, there is a commercial hospital. I'll send the patient to a commercial hospital, I'll get some commission. So there is a nexus which works. One side, there will be people like McDonald's which have 59% of unwanted abnormal fat. You take one burger of 1980 till present date, the fat content is changed. Fat is a basic molecule for all of our hormones, cholesterol. So when you are taking abnormal fat, our abnormal cholesterol will give you abnormal hormones. So hormonal imbalance will be there. So we cannot root out this nexus totally. As an individual, we cannot root out, but creating awareness will root out. When you go to your doctor, say that, sir, jasti medicine beda, sir. Jasti investigation beda, sir. You go Manipal with headache, they'll invariably do MRI. My on record I'm telling because I work with them. I don't work for them. There is a huge difference where I don't work for the institution. I don't do what they say. I'll work with a neurologist. If somebody is sending a cluster headache patient, I'll deal with them. I'll write my own things. I'll not give a single medicine. I'll say take from your neurologist. I'll give this relaxation technique. I'll ask them to do for 40 days. So I record it and I'll give it to you. You can practice. If you have any questions, you can ask. Yeah. So if you are tired, exhausted, you can wind up.
What time we have to do this exercise?
This only I'll suggest before you sleep. You take out all of your gadgets and keep a recordings and suggest your wife or children or somebody to off it when you sleep off. Do this before you sleep. If you can do this before sleep, create a cycle of one mandala or some 40 days of practice. It will create a habit. Once you create a habit, you can learn better coping skill than normal. The way I respond and the way I react would change. So response will be more of awareness and knowledge will be there. Reaction will be more of responding to the stimulus aggressively or with your id, ego, superego. With my ego base only, I react to somebody. It will be reaction. So there will be huge changes which can happen in your interpersonal and intrapersonal relationship. So in intelligence, there are 7 varieties or 9 varieties of intelligences. 9 varieties of intelligences. Find out what are the 7 varieties in majority. So interpersonal, intrapersonal. What knowledge we accumulate and what knowledge we share. Interpersonal and intrapersonal. Amongst the students, there is more of gadgetization, digitalization. There is introvert nature is more. So they are more into depression, anxiety, suicidal things and all. So we can do a lot of things, like I share some questionnaires for students, teachers, general anxiety questionnaire, where I can find out are you anxious or depressed. If you're anxious or depressed with a disease, then you work on the anxiety depression first, then on the disease later. So that makes a huge difference. And I don't mind sharing all my resources. If anybody wants to take a lead and want to evaluate your stress questionnaires, amongst all of you, how many of you are stressed? Or somebody wants to take up a small project of 3 months. Catch hold of one of your students, ask them to evaluate how many your class members are anxious, how many are depressed. We will not name the students, but I will just find out like this. So some simple research article can be published in your name. Even though we are not from science background, still in medical journals we can publish. Pre and post. What happened before? Like I can connect a galvanic skin resistance meter and see that, okay, pre 160 by 100 was BP, post of this relaxation can be less. So this relaxation can be modified based on your disease profile. So this basic technique is this, and you can modify according to your disease profile. Okay. Any more questions you can ask? Otherwise, I will not hold you back more. Send you off. Huh? I am also reducing. So I am also working on it. You have to do a targeted exercise. Usually, if you have to do, I say 3 lazy crazy exercises. One for a rectus abdominis, this front muscles. One for external oblique. One for a transverse abdominis. So I can share that with you, or you can I can share it here also. Okay, I'll use this part. This one is very easy. I am standing like straight. If I tilt, the center of gravity divide my body exactly into 2 halves. So I am standing by tilting the leg like this. So my center of gravity goes to this part. So then I pull towards the wall. This is for external oblique muscles. If I do 10 or 20 on this side, 10 or 20 on the other side, I can work on these muscles. Right now, very recently I started, I am working on it, but I am not perfect at this juncture. But these muscles I worked out. So external oblique, one group of muscles. Under that there is an internal oblique, and we have rectus abdominis. 3 muscles. Read the exercises related to these 3 muscles enough. That you can practice repeatedly, more concentrated. So we practice. So even you are spending more time in the office hours. Your working place you are spending more than your family time. Is it not? So do it when you are in office, do it. I'll make a small presentation and I'll share it with you. Exercise, I'll be wearing some other clothes and I'll do some exercises, I'll share that with you. So like office exercise which you can do sitting in the office. This relaxation technique can be done in the office hours. Nobody will ask you. Post lunch, some 19 minutes, more than enough. Okay? So anything you can say, otherwise sir is deeply relaxed at this juncture. You just see.
No, he is conscious.
It's okay. But it's good. See, if you have prepared some presentations or slides, I'll be only reading the slides. So then it will be more of a monologue. So this is like a dialogue. You are responding by relaxing. This is an extended relaxation. It's like giving award for me. So I was not comfortable. You're putting all those things. But this one I am more comfortable. And this is like reward for me. Okay, I'll leave my... check, tell me.
Last semester, I think for students, I did for 21 days challenge. Now, as you said, for Manmandala, that means 40 days if you accept. Well, 21 days I have given the time to the students to overcome their own issues. Or anything can be done with the 21 days. How to reduce their anger, or how to improve the lifestyle of them and reduce the junk food. So, almost I got more than 60% within 21 days, sir. Exactly I gave, because not too much. So one student came up with a good idea. She reduced anger issues. She started painting during the when she got it. So in that way, and students reduced the screen time also. And now have given for 63 days in that way. So they have to be not only individual thing. They have to start cooperating with their friends. How they react, how they respond. So any other techniques can I implement? So I
You can add.
food protocol also.
In India, we don't mind, we need a strict democracy or we need a disciplined approach, otherwise they won't follow. So if you just say, you should either put as reward as a therapy.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, reward like chocolate is to itna karo, itna chocolate milega, something like this. If you are adding reward, then it will work. Or if you are, you can use
Assignment marks.
assignment marks, you are holding them. Okay, then they'll be doing it. So what you can do is you can create a stress diary. I'll give you a stress questionnaire. Give them baseline. First, when they are enrolling 60 students, take out those baseline stress evaluation questionnaire. It will take hardly 10 minutes. I'll tell all of you, I can tell how to score that. So 0 to 7 is normal, 8 to 14 is moderate, and more than 15 is severe. Anxiety, and A means anxiety, D means depression. Very simple questionnaire. I'll give it to you, and they can do a stress diary. Stress diary, serial number, date, what was the event, how they responded, what is a better response according to them, not according to us. So that will do a cognitive restructuring. Cognitive restructuring. If we tell what to do, they'll feel aggressive, or they don't accept it. They'll brush off. Yeah, they'll stay. In bracket, no, we also used to do this. Teachers, we don't care for the teachers. So cognitive restructuring can happen if they can do serial number, event, what was the response, what is a better response. They should note down. So towards the end of 1 or 2 months, they start seeing significant changes, because it is like working on a cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Automatic CBT will happen, because when they are writing, they write, okay, for this your mom was telling something, I responded aggressively, and I should have responded little more calm. And so 1, 2, 3, they are getting all the 3 events they are getting. They know what exactly they have done, and they know that what they should have done. So it will get an insight. Somebody external forces, it will become a psychotherapy, psychologist should be there, psychiatrist will add you medicines, and may not be needed as such. But psychiatrist needed for severe cases. These small cases we can manage. Stress diary is one good idea. Stress response, the questionnaire based, this one is also a good idea. You can use our relaxation technique for 20 days, or you can make them do a relaxation technique if you can help me. Select some 9 students. Yeah, I can give you all the script. It's not, it's my own technique. I modify it based on my need. But I'll give you the script. They can make it different languages. Bengali one, Tamil one, all those we can make and give it. It will be useful for my patients and all others. So that can be done. Any other things I can share it with you. Yeah. Tell me.
Any relation between yoga and body weight?
See, yoga is a very strange, very beautiful phenomena where our body types are depend on, according to Ayurveda, there are Vata, Pitta, Kapha. According to allopathy, we have endomorph, exomorph and mesomorph. Endomorph is more of a chubby personality, built, mother, father are like that, their zygote is like that, and therefore the time and zone where they are born, time and space also matters, and they get that body quality. Somebody is have a big tummy, and body type is different. So endomorph is a chubby, exomorph is a skinny, mesomorph is a muscular. So based on that, usually yoga will help you to rearrange your basal metabolic rate based on the body type you have. So when you start yoga, somebody's basal metabolic rate might increase, they'll become thin. Somebody is thin person doing yoga, their basal metabolic rate adjust with their body type, it will become they put on weight. So yoga can change the BMR and it can increase or decrease your body weight. Unlike gym exercises, which will invariably increase your basal metabolic rate, send higher signals to a satiety center, it will send a signal that I am doing exercise, I need more nutrition. So when you are doing gym and your food activity, you will be all right till the gym is there. The moment you stop the gym activity, you will put on weight immediately because you are sending signal to the brain differently. So combining yoga and gym would be better idea. So that's what I modify the exercise prescription. I adopted these qualities from yoga because it has 84 lakhs of asanas, 660 skeletal muscles, 206 bones and 230 joints. So I do a permutation combination, I call it as a medical yoga. So 84 lakhs of asana, no yoga teacher does anytime. So I call myself as a forever student of yoga, cannot be teacher anytime. Okay. So any individual attention also you can just write and I'll leave my card or share the number with sir. You can take his number and you can individually connect, no problem. I love to help because, see, when you go to an institution and you want to do this kind of activities, the institution will not agree anytime. If you say 30 students are dull and anxious, they have a panic attacks during exams, they'll say, oh, irli hange manage madi. So if you arrange a psychologist to come, a psychologist will come and do a consultation. Minimum charge will be 1,500 per student. How institution will never afford. But in our case, we'll do a blanket study. It's only your evaluation. If you are having interest, I can teach. Use that questionnaire. You want to use it authentically, we have to ask permission from the author for academic purpose. You'll get authorized. We'll publish some 1 or 2 papers. That will be your feather in your teaching profession. So that can be done. But what I mean to say is there is a vast scope of application based on integrative concept. Integrative concept means I do not stick on to only Ayurveda, I will not stick on to only homeopathy, I will not stick on to only naturopathy, I will not stick on to psychology, I will not stick on to religious aspect, I will not stick on to yoga. I can use anything, physiotherapy, I can use anything and everything as one concept around the patient. It is a patient-centric, not a commerce-centric. There is a difference. So whenever we go to a doctors are highly trained to handle the diseases. Doctors are not trained to handle the prevention. So I call all the hospitals as a sick care centers, sick care systems. They are not health care systems. They cannot provide you any health care. At the maximum they can provide you for the money is preventive health care packages. You do this blood test, you will find out what it is. You do this ECG, you will find out what it is. That's all they can offer, nothing more than that. Because they are highly busy with handling the diseases rather than preventing it. So preventive medicine do not have value because if I ask somebody to, I'll cure your disease without much more before it comes, they'll say, "Ye to pagla gaya." It's all, doctor is gone mad. He's not getting some patients, so he's roaming around. So they'll say. So preventive healthcare, there is no money. Integrative healthcare there is no money, but it has a preventive aspect. So I just share this. I'm working on this concept last 14 years. China has accepted very well our concept, but post-COVID we did not go. But in India also we are exploring. Okay, so I'll not bother you much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Tell me.
So what is hypnotism and mesmerism and how it is related to yoga?
Mesmerism is from the psychologist Mesmer. He's designed this. It is a complex phenomena.
I went to Art of Living, taking 12 of the US delegation, juniors. And there, one child read out what is there on his passport and all that from a distance. What is it, sir?
That could be, so I'll answer all these three. That could be if you have an access to a zone of, I'll give an example of a Ayurveda doctor, ancient Ayurveda doctor, not modern doctors, very few modern doctors. Ancient Ayurveda doctor looking at one particular plant. You're metaphysically, you are in a physical form, but you're go to in such a intuitive or meditative form. You look at the plant and plant will reveal its contents in a zone between matter and non-matter dimensions. So you are able to connect with the matter and non-matter dimensions effortlessly with some of the focus or some of the energies what you have gained across or occult powers you gain across all these years. So I could access the information of that particular passport from the matter dimension to non-matter dimensions. So similarly, how our Vedic scholars have written down the star distance from the star. They have not gone there, but it is called as an astral travel. If I use an astral travel and focus to a certain area, it is like you have the power, but you are using it for some purpose. So you will not be raising to a very high spiritual coordinates, but you will be using it as a magic gimmick. So that is possible. Mind reading is possible, or it is a matter non-matter dimension is possible. Some wow factor comes in the matter dimension, that will be a mesmerism. It will be short-lived. Hypnotism also, it is a short-lived, depends on American Psychiatric Association, depends on easily hypnotizable, moderately hypnotizable, not hypnotizable. Categories are different. So hypnotism is not for all. So if I give a best example is, Sri Ravi Shankar uses hypnotic voice, feminine voice, for all of his therapies. Gently relax. So that is part of the hypnotherapy. So hypnotherapy, there will be induction, usually we use pendulum or we will use the relaxation techniques. Induction methods will be different. So mesmerism is short-lived, hypnotherapy depends on the person who is doing and depend on the person who is receiving. So again, this matter non-matter dimension. There are two instruments for that. One is we have both instrument. Gas diffusion velocity. It is the next generation of Kirlian photography. And Meta Hunter.
Supramental energy.
Sir.
Supramental energy.
Suprasensory.
Maharishi Aurobindo brought it onto the earth and he could not distribute it to the...
Yes. Because it depends on, receiver should be empty.
But the Ramachandra mission, they take the supramental energy and pass it on to the...
Because it is more of a humanitarianism, renunciation and service. Ramakrishna mission is this. Because they do it as a renunciate, they are doing, the higher powers will be more supportive. If I doing it as an individualized, if I consider myself as a medium, then the work will be better. If I am consider myself as an individual, then the work will become person centric. That is the difference. That will be a good institution you can establish, but spiritual content will be less. Like all the pranic energy centers, level 1, level 2, level 3, level super master, grand master, those are all logical institutions. When the original master is passed away, any religious aspect you seek, when the original master is gone, the spiritual essence of that religion will be gone. Left over will be all the logical people writing down, okay, this person said this one, this person, and all the books what we have. That cannot take us to higher experiences unless we are in tuning our minds with the basic divine qualities. So getting into a basic divine qualities itself is difficult. So that's what when I use the I am well concept, I named it so much non-religiously that it is a common concept. I am represents integrative medicine, and well is a representation of wellness. So if I say illness, wellness hierarchy, last this part is a death, grade 3, grade 2, grade 1, no disease, neutral, then optimal health, and then wellness. So we focus on wellness and optimal health, and coming back to the neutrality. Diseasal variations is there, grade 1 to 3 grades. Advanced diabetic retinopathy, diabetic neuropathy has started, diabetic issues have started. Can we reverse it at least to a grade 1 where the diabetes is there, we are taking medicines, you will be alright for 10-20 years. That can be done, that can be added. Okay. So thank you. Individually you can address. I'll leave my card here, you can collect.
So please give the card. Because I am interested.
Because I traveled across to almost all the masters of India, sir, for all the same questions like you. Mesmerism, all those questions I answered. But see, 95% of this is, you believe in Kali Yuga Lakshana. Kali Yuga Lakshana will be, you say that Chandala will be worshipped. So all the spiritual masters, 99% are all bogus. So there will be very rare people, who. Madam, thank you.
You are